Hi, Colin Powers. Hope you're having a good trip or vacation. This is your video lesson for today. 3 things I want to talk about. I'll go down the list, and if you want me to look at anything between now and next lesson, just send a video over any questions you have, and I will do my best to answer. So, good. First thing is our sitting position. Where we left off right now, we have shut the door, right? We have shut the door, and then we have hand here. We have hands up, so you slide our elbow back and hand on the top of the guitar right here. The next step, what we're going to do is we're going to let this arm fall asleep right here. So what we do is let our right arm kind of just fall right off the guitar right here. And it's important too, let me get the sitting position here. It's important that the elbow stays right back here on the widest part of the lower bow. We don't want the arm to do anything weird like this. We have the arm holding onto the guitar, the hand holding onto the neck of the guitar here. We're sliding that elbow back, hands up position. When we let this fall asleep here, but the important thing is not to let it kind of just like fall down this way right here. And we let the arm just fall asleep while maintaining that contact point right back here at the widest part of the lower bow. So we are hands up, and then we are fall asleep right here. And you can see right here, my hand is just falling down, kind of just hanging out, being super loose down here, so nothing fancy, right? Hands up, fall asleep. Hands up, fall asleep, right? Just like that. Work on that for me. Next thing is making sure we're continuing working on our moonwalks, making sure that we do a good parachute. So we parachute onto the dot of the guitar right here, and then parachute, and then we're going to touch the G string, which is the 3rd string of the guitar, making sure to keep on reviewing the string names, the G, the B, and the E string, so he should be able to identify each one of those. Imagine I'm in tabletop right now on the ground. I don't want him up at the guitar like this quite yet doing this technique. So here on his dot, he's going to parachute. You're going to touch that G string right there, right, the 3rd string, and you're going to help him push through, right? It's very important we don't do this in the beginning, right? If we get in that habit, something you just have to break later on. So not picking at the string, but push through and resting on the string behind. So touch, push through, resting on the string behind. Right? You can try doing it with moonwalks. You can try with the 2nd finger. So doing it with the pointer finger, push through, touch the G string one more time, push through, like that right there. But always making sure that you're resting. If you need to practice your moonwalks, have him do this on the floor. You can go around the room doing the moonwalks, making sure that the fingers are walking. It's a good visual for the kids. Right? And then lastly, continue to work on the left hand, our dino chomps. As soon as we get in the stable position right here and he's parachuted, that's when we're going to start putting the left hand into the mix. Because we need to have this stable before we start putting thumbs on the back of the neck and having our moons up like this right here. We gotta make sure the sitting position is rock solid before we start messing with this stuff over here, because once his brain power is focused over here, this could have the potential to fall apart if we're not working on a really good stable position that he does just naturally as is, right? So what you do for your left hand, like we did before, you're gonna take your target drawer right here, and I'm gonna draw my bullseyes. And always working on those dino chomps, right? With good arched fingertips. So really good chomp, 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 making sure you get real good circles. I think he was doing really good circles last time, but keep on working on that. It's very important. And other thing, like I said before in the previous videos, be listening to the CD incessantly. The more you listen to this music, the more he's going to get it in his ear, and the more he's going to be able to play these songs without thinking about what the next note is, right? It's not a mechanical exercise where like he's going to memorize a string of information. He's got to hear what these tunes sound like, the same way that he understands how English works, right? So making sure that he's listening to his CD all the time, right? If you don't listen to the CD, it just doesn't work, right? I've had people try to do it before. They can kind of squeeze through those first couple of songs, like say Cuckoo and Lightly, or in Twinkle, but as soon as we get to like Lightly Row, where the kid doesn't know how this sounds, or it's longer than like Cuckoo, Where Are You, or Seesaw, things like that, they just hit a wall. And they can't get past it. The reason is they just didn't listen to the music. So don't be the student who they're studying German on paper, but they don't do the listening examples. It's very important to do that. So I can't stress that enough. Awesome. Work on those 3 things in the previous video's info. If you have any questions or want me to look at anything, just shoot me over a message and I'll be more than happy to answer. And I'll see you same time next week. Take care.